folks, Bill Mitchell here with Your Voice America. Okay, I was watching the grilling and the interrogation of the DNI today by the House Intelligence Committee, and Adam Schiff up there looking all like Mr. Bobblehead himself, okay? He, in his opening statement, did something I've never seen before. Instead of using his opening statement to actually read from the record on what President Trump said, he did a parody of what Trump said in basically a mafia boss voice. And he said that basically, in essence, this is what Donald Trump meant. And then he said the most outrageous things you've ever heard in your life. And everybody's like, what the hell was that? Where did that come from? And now Republican leaders, after hearing it, they're in an outrage and uproar that Schiff would do something like that, read that into the record in front of the whole world. And the thing is, folks, not everybody is into politics like us. A lot of people watching that don't know any better probably thought that what Adam Schiff was saying was what Donald Trump actually said. He didn't. He didn't. This is intentionally lying to the American people. Okay. Here's the headline from Gateway Pundit. Schiff rewrites Trump transcript so that it says what the California congressman wishes it said, not what it really said. Representative Adam Schiff has long been a Trump hater, but he took that hatred to an all-new high as he chaired a House Intelligence Committee hearing on Thursday, featuring testimony from Acting Director of National Intelligence Joseph McGuire. Midway through his opening statement, the California Democrat decided to deliver a parody. You're the head of the House Intelligence Committee, and you're investigating and interviewing the head of the DNI about something that you're going to try to impeach President Trump over, and you break into parody? Who does this? Who does this? Who breaks into parody? This is a serious moment, and he breaks into parody. Unbelievable. So midway through his opening statement, the California Democrat decided to deliver a parody of what had transpired on July 25th phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky. What happened on the call, Schiff said. Zelensky begins, now, folks, he doesn't start off by saying, hey, guys, I'm just kidding. This is just, don't take this seriously. He just goes right into it. Zelensky begins by ingratiating himself, and he tries to enlist the support of the president. He expresses his interest in meeting with the president and says his country wants to acquire more weapons to defend itself. And what is the president's response? Well, it reads like a classic organized crime shakedown. Folks, and from here on out, Adam Schiff is just making this up. He is lying into the congressional record. He is lying under the auspices that it is a parody, okay? Okay, and what is the president's response? Well, it sounds like a classic organized crime shakedown. Shorn of its rambling character and in not so many words, this is the essence of what the president communicates. So in other words, he says, shorn of its rambling character and in not so many words. So what he does is he says, no, the president's actual words were too many words. Okay, therefore, I'm going to throw all those out, and I'm going to give you the essence of what the president was communicating here. And I'm going to use my own words and make up my own crap and read that into the record as if this is what the president really meant. That is not your job. We're not here to have you interpret that way. We would like to hear what the record actually says. This is unbelievable, folks. I think Adam Schiff is in big trouble for doing this. Then Schiff played Trump as a mafioso. Folks, you had to see it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it'll be on the news tonight. You got to see this. He says, we've been very good to your country. Trump as a mafioso speaking to the president of Ukraine. We've been very good to your country. Very good. No other country has done as much as we have. But you know what? I don't see much reciprocity here. I hear what you want. I have a favor I want from you, though. And I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good. Once again, Trump never said any of these things. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent. Understand lots of it, and on this and on that. Trump never, ever once said that he wanted the president of Ukraine to make up dirt on Biden. Those words never came out of his mouth. Adam Schiff is lying to America. He is saying that Donald Trump told the president of Ukraine to make up stuff on Joe Biden. He never said anything like that. Adam Schiff should be kicked out of Congress tonight for saying this. As the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, absolutely ridiculous, absolutely shameful that he would do something like this. Okay, let me go on here. I'm going to say this only 7 times, so you better listen good. So Adam Schiff is not only saying that Donald Trump said it once, he's saying that he told this lie 7 times. And you better listen good. I want you to make up dirt on my political opponent. Understand lots of it? on this and on that. I'm going to put you in touch with people, not just any people. I'm going to put you in touch with the Attorney General of the United States, my Attorney General, Bill Barr. He's got the whole weight of the American law enforcement behind him, and I'm going to put you in touch with Rudy. You're going to love him. Just trust me. You know what I'm asking, and so I'm only going to say this a few more times in a few more ways. And by the way, don't call me again. I'll call you when you've done what I asked. Folks, none of this happened. This is all out of Adam Schiff's fantasy. Why in the world would he think he could do something like this? They could say something, read like something like this on national TV into the congressional record when he is just, none of this is true. He just lied. He just lied to the American people. And of course, Republican congressmen are like, what the hell was that? Unbelievable. And then he goes on, he says, this is in sum and character what the president was trying to communicate with the president of Ukraine. In sum and in character, Donald Trump said nothing like any of this. How can this be in sum and in character of what he was trying to communicate? Adam Schiff is just making this up. It would be funny if it wasn't such a graphic withdrawal of the president's oath of office. Unbelievable. So Donald Trump says one thing very innocent, very innocuous. Adam Schiff says, no, what he really meant was all of these horrible things, and this means that Donald Trump should be impeached because it is a betrayal of his oath of office. Folks, this is Fantasyland stuff. This is madness stuff. Yeah, this is going to come back to bite Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff should be driven out of Congress tonight. There should be a vote, a censure vote held against this guy tonight for doing that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. It says, but that's not even that's not what transpired in the phone call, and not even close. In a transcript of the call released Tuesday, here's exactly what Trump said regarding Biden's son. I heard you had a prosecutor who was very good and was shut down, and that's really unfair. A lot of people are talking about that, the way they shut down your very good prosecutor, and you had some very bad people involved. Mr. Giuliani is a highly respected man. He was the mayor of New York City, a great mayor, and I would like him to call you. I will ask him to call you along with the Attorney General, Barr. Rudy very much knows what's happening, and he is a very capable guy. If you could speak to him, that would be great. The former ambassador for the United States, the woman was bad news, and I just want to let you know that. The other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about so whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution. So if you can look into that, it sounds horrible to me. And that's the extent of what he talked about Biden. That was it. 2 sentences. You'd think this entire phone call was about Biden. 2 sentences. Yeah. And, he's looking into corruption, and that was corruption. Yeah. That's it. He never demanded Zelensky investigate Biden's son. Simply asked him if he can look into it. But that also has to be taken in context. Trump had previously expressed his interest in allegations that Ukraine had played some role in meddling in the 2016 election. Here's what Trump said to the Ukraine president. I would like you to do us a favor, though, because our country has been through a lot and Ukraine knows a lot about it. I would like you to find out about CrowdStrike. Okay, we've already been through that. That was clearly an effort by Trump to probe backward into the 2016 election. That's the favor Trump was asking. No pressure, just a favor. And as for quid pro quo, that didn't happen either, as Schiff complained it did by making up his own words. In the call, Trump told Zelensky, the U.S. has been very, very good to Ukraine. A lot of European countries are the same way, so I think it's something you want to look at. But the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine. I wouldn't say that it's reciprocal necessarily because things are happening that are not good, but the United States has been very, very good to Ukraine. Zelensky agreed, telling Trump the United States has been a much bigger partner to Ukraine than the other European nations, including regarding sanctions on Russia. Then he said Ukraine was almost ready to buy additional Javelin anti-tank missiles from USA. So, folks, Adam Schiff, who gets up there and is so righteous and so holier than thou, just absolutely lied his pants off in front of the American people. He should be censured. He should be censured. Yeah, he should be kicked out of Congress for that. That is ridiculous. That's above and beyond. Unbelievable. And a lot of people will watch that and see that report, and they will not know that he was making that up. And they will hear what he said, that Donald Trump said, and people are like, oh my God, Donald Trump said that? He should be impeached. Adam Schiff was lying. Word for word, beginning to end, complete and utter lie. And they said, we don't have to deal with all that worriedness of what Trump said. We can throw all that out. Let me give you the essence of what he said, and then he lied. Folks, I've never seen anything like it. Just crazy. Just crazy. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, folks, that's going to wrap it up for tonight on Your Voice America. I appreciate you watching. This is dramatic things going on. I believe that we are looking at the absolute Waterloo for the Democrats. Impeachment is an absolute death spiral for them. Getting involved in this is insane. And that shows they have no confidence in their candidate or their agenda going forward. We're still a year out. All these things they're doing right now are going to absolutely burn out. We've already seen cracks in the Democrat base of their constituents in the, not constituents, but their Congress people, okay, especially these freshmen. They're like, man, I don't know about this. I'm a little bit nervous about this. And I think it's great that McCarthy forced a vote last night for all these Democrats, 231 of them, to go on the record saying that they support this. They didn't vote for impeachment.